Gender-responsive justice. For judicial committees in local governments in Nepal, this video explains gender-responsive and people-centered justice in a brief and concise manner. What are some of the barriers women face in accessing justice in Nepal? Women in Nepal, as in many countries, face a complex set of barriers to accessing justice. Barriers experienced are often a result of discriminatory laws, policies, and practices, gender biases, and stereotypes. For example, women's access to justice may obstruct due to a lack of knowledge about rights and where to seek support, complex and lengthy judicial processes and procedures, financial constraints, fear of retaliation, stigma or marginalization by the family and community, and geographical distance and language barriers when engaging with the justice system. What is gender-responsive justice? Gender-responsive justice puts women and their justice needs at the center of justice. It does this by ensuring laws, justice institutions, processes and outcomes are gender-responsive and enable better justice journeys for women. It seeks to address discrimination women face on the basis of their gender and, where relevant, other factors such as caste, ethnicity, geographic location, physical ability, sexual orientation, and gender identity. Since structural disadvantages and oppression faced by women requires corrective measures and strategies that protect and promote the rights of women and in particular strengthen their right to access justice. Why is it important for judicial committees to apply a gender perspective to their work? Justice actors, including the judicial committees, play a crucial role in advancing women's access to justice. By applying a gender perspective to all their undertakings, it enables them to be conscious of gender norms and stereotypes that shape expectations of women and address conscious and unconscious biases, identify laws, legal systems, and practices that discriminate against women and other marginalized groups, determine whether women's rights are being promoted and protected during justice processes. This may require differentiated treatment to address unequal power relations and ensure a meaningful justice outcome for women. Apply best practice legal and restorative principles and procedures while conducting proceedings to ensure gender equality, equal protection, and non-discrimination. Applying a gender perspective in dispute resolution allows those whose rights are most at risk to seek and receive meaningful justice. What are the elements for ensuring gender-responsive justice? The elements of gender-responsive justice include justiciability, a woman's unhindered access to justice and their ability to claim rights. Availability, justice systems that are available throughout the country, including in urban, rural, and remote areas. Accessibility, justice systems that are secure, affordable, and accessible to women, including women with disabilities and women from diverse linguistic and other backgrounds. Quality of justice systems, adherence to international standards of competence, efficiency, independence, and impartiality, and that provide appropriate, effective, and timely remedies that are enforced and that lead to sustainable, gender-sensitive resolutions for all women. Provisions of remedies, justice systems that provide women and excluded groups with viable protection and meaningful redress for any harm that they may suffer. Accountability of justice systems, which is ensured through monitoring of justice actors and systems in accordance with the above elements. You can learn more about these elements in General Recommendation 33 on Women's Access to Justice by the Committee on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women.